This place is so stunning. Those steps are surrounded by water and lily pillies, and I'm literally surrounded by so much nature up in the mountains here. I'm at Spicers Tamarind Retreat, and this place is magical. I can't wait to do this vinyasa flow with you. It's going to be 30 minutes and perfect if you've been sitting at your desk all day, hunched over. We're truly going to open up your heart, create some warmth in your body, and connect that mind, body, and breath together. So in saying that, let's start at the top of our mat in mountain pose, hands by your side, feet hip width apart. So meeting me at the top of your mat in Tadasana, mountain pose. This is a really strong, powerful pose. So keep grounded through those feet. Feel the energy running through your arms, all the way through your fingertips. And here, we're going to take an inhale. And as we do, inhale up and take your arms above your head. Exhale, hands through heart center, connecting to our breath, body, and present moment. Inhale, up. Exhale, down through heart center. We're going to do this a couple more times. Inhale, and exhale, hands coming through heart center. Arms up overhead, palms touching. And one more time. Let's meet at the top. Palms touching. Now let's stretch up and over to the right. Stretching the side body. Inhale, center, and exhale to the left. Keeping your core strong to protect your back. And use your breath from side to side here. Going in your own time. Inhaling it as you come up. And exhaling as you stretch over. Beautiful. Nice and tall, and cactus arms here. Very gentle back bend here. Inhale up, hands to heart center, and exhale, forward fold. I'm going to come to the top of the mat now. Hands halfway lift to your shins or your thighs or your fingers touching the floor. Nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees so your chest touches your thighs, your head hangs heavy. And straighten your legs slowly. Feel everything release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Shake the head yes, and shake the head no. Two more deep breaths here. Just letting it all hang. Inhale, coming up vertebrae by vertebrae, coming all the way up to standing, taking your arms up overhead and exhaling, hands through heart center. Inhaling, take your arms up and over, scooping in the sky, swan dive, forward fold, halfway lift, and stepping back to plank pose. Taking the feet back. It's always an option to be on your knees here, especially taking our first plank. We're going to take our first flow here, so engaging your core. Inhale, shift forward onto the toes, and exhale, hug those elbows and lower down to cobra or upward facing dog. Lift your heart and exhale, downward facing dog. Lifting those hips high up to the sky, pedaling out your feet in our first downward dog. And taking your time here. As you feel ready, let's inhale and lift high onto the balls of our feet. coming down to bear pose. Bring your shins parallel to your mat. Looking forward, jump, step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands through, heart center. Inhale, arms up and above your head. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Jump or step back to plank pose, taking your flow. Chaturanga, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look to the top of your mat and jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, hands through heart center. Let's do this 2 more times in your own time so we can connect to our breath, building heat. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog. And halfway lift. Forward fold. Jump or step back. Chaturanga, upward facing dog or cobra. And when you're ready, you'll meet in downward facing dog. Bend your knees and look forward, jump or step to the top of your mat. Shine the heart forward, forward fold. Let's taking this flow one more time, jumping back to plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog or cobra, and meeting in downward facing dog. In this downward facing dog, let's take 2 big deep breaths and just let it go. Taking small steps now to meet at the top of our mat. Hold opposite elbows and hang like a rag doll, swinging maybe from side to side gently with a slight bend in your knees. Releasing your elbows and take your arms up to the sky and your hands through heart center. Inhale, arms up and over your head. When you're ready, Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale, come up, exhale, forward fold, halfway lift, palms plant, and back to plank pose. Taking your flow. Let's meet in downward facing dog. And take your right leg up, 3-legged dog to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot through in between your hands. Pivot your back foot, warrior 1, reaching arms up to the sky. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, windmill the arms down and plant the palms to high plank and take your flow. Inhale, other side. Left leg up, 3-legged dog. And step that leg through between your hands, right leg pivots. Warrior 1, taking your arms up to the sky. Inhale, as you exhale, plant the palms to plank pose and taking your flow. And feel free at any time to take child's pose here. From downward facing dog, step or jump to the top of your mat. We're going to do this heat building flow one more time. Inhaling, lifting your arms up and sinking down and lowering into your chair pose. Inhaling and exhaling as you forward flow, forward fold, halfway lift and rolling up. Lifting your arms up and over, down, deep into chair pose, forward fold, halfway lift, forward fold, plant the palms back to plank pose, taking your flow. Option to take your knees here. Meeting in downward facing dog. Let's do this one more time. Inhaling, right leg lifts, foot between the palms, warrior 1. Lifting those hands right up to the sky and windmilling back down. Right foot steps back, taking your flow. Left leg up, the other side. Step between your hands. Lift up powerfully to warrior one. Exhale, windmilling down, planting the palms. Left foot back, taking your flow. Meeting at the top of your mat here. So halfway lift, exhale, forward fold, into chair pose, one more time. And sit deep here and forward fold, halfway lift, and coming all the way up. Slowly, gently, hands up and hands through heart center. Truly connecting with your power here, your breath, and grounding into this present moment, feeling the heat that we've generated here. Inhaling, hands up, forward fold, and halfway lift, back into plank pose. Engage your core here, feeling strong in plank pose. We're going to take our left foot out to the side first. As we do, we're going to take it out and in. Out and in. Right foot out and in. Left foot out and in. Right and left. And right and left. Don't forget to breathe here. Engaging your core. Stepping your right foot out for the last time. And keep it there as you lower down through chaturanga. Inhaling cobra, downward facing dog. And right leg lifts. Bend your knee, focusing on opening your hips, but making sure your hips are both facing your mat. And feel your hips opening here. So breathe into this stretch. Now we're going to take our right knee and crunching it into our nose. Now inhaling, right leg lifts. And right knee to right tricep. Inhaling, lift. Right knee crosses and taps left elbow. Pause. Kick your right leg out, fallen triangle. Pivot on the bottom of your left foot and lift the left arm high overhead. Feel this stretch opening and as if you're a star. You look beautiful. Left palm plants. Three-legged dog. Take the right leg up and back again. Bend your knee wide open. Option for wild thing here, or you can stay in this position. So if you're going for wild thing, drop the right foot to the outer left edge of the mat and then lift our hips as we extend our right arm overhead. Wherever you are, enjoy 2 breaths here. Now let's meet back in three-legged dog. Right leg lifting to the sky and set the right leg down to down dog. Inhale, lift high onto the balls of your feet. And exhale, pressing them down firmly into your mat. One more time, inhaling up and exhaling, pressing them down. From here, we're going to meet in plank pose, our favorite pose. When you're ready, now we're going to do it all on the other side. So stepping out and in, doing those toe taps, left and right foot, keeping your strong core engaged. Coming to our last toe tap, our left foot off the mat slightly. And from here, we're going to leave it there and take out chaturanga, upward dog or cobra, and then inhaling downward facing dog. Three-legged dog, take your left foot up to the sky, bend the knee to open up the hips, grounding down evenly into both palms, square off the armpits to the mat. Bending your knee, opening up the hips even more, enjoying this beautiful stretch here. One more breath. Straightening the leg, knee to nose. Crunching in and inhaling, left leg lifts. Left leg to tricep. Inhale, lift. This time, left knee to right elbow. Pause, kick the left leg out and pivot the back foot. Fallen triangle. Lifting your right arm high up to the sky, and if you can, take your gaze up with it. Enjoying this beautiful fallen triangle. From here, right palm plants. So we're back to the beginning. Left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Bending that knee. We have option for wild thing here, or you can stay in this pose here. So left leg dropping to the outer edge of the mat. Hips lifting, heart lifting, and let's stay here for 2 breaths, enjoying it here. Wild thing. Planting your left palm down, left leg kicks high, and coming back into down dog. Wow, feel the heat within your body. 2 breaths here in downward dog. When you're ready, let's meet at the top of your mat. Bend your knees, step or jump. Arms reaching high to the sky. And exhaling, hands through heart center. And we're going to do a chair pose, making sure that your big toes are touching. Hands at heart center, arms up overhead and sink down nice and low. Shift your weight into your heels so you can lift your toes and wiggle them. Wiggle your toes and your hands. Hands to heart center. This is more comfortable for me. Pulse here, connecting our mind and body to your glutes. Feeling that booty work. Now hold here. Plant through your feet. Lift your right knee. And as we lift our right knee, we're going to do the same as we did in chair. So we're going to do these pulses with your right knee up and down. Feeling that glute really engage. This is also balance. And inhaling, straightening into standing left leg, preparing for standing figure 4. So keeping that right foot flexed as you place it over your left thigh and bend into that left knee. You can stay upright here, making sure that your heart is always up, facing to the sky. And you have the option to hinge forward, resting your elbows on your shins, or taking your peace fingers and resting them on the earth in front of you. Slowly unwind to chair pose where we started. And lift your left knee now. And we're going to do it all on the other side. Equaling that booty burn. So lift your knee now and pulse here. Feeling really strong and switched on. This is also balance. Keeping that foot flexed. And feel the burn. And resting it now on your right leg, taking whichever option is right for you here. Making your heart shine to the sky though, making sure it's always lifted wherever you are. And whichever option you take today is perfectly serving where you're meant to be. I love these peace fingers. And not forgetting to breathe here. Breathing in and exhaling fully out. And coming up to chair pose here. Really settling into this chair pose, sinking deeper with every breath, feeling strong and steady. And as we come up, let's lift our arms into cactus, lifting your heart and opening up. I'm going to come to the top of your mat. Inhale here, forward fold, halfway lift. Here we're going to take a beautiful flow and meet in down dog. As we do, let's take a couple of breaths here. Option to take child's pose. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg lifts, right knee to nose, and hold, step between your hands. And as you do, pivot your back foot, coming into warrior one again. Hip bones squared to the front of your mat. This is so we're in correct alignment here. Arms above your head. Your hip bones facing forward. Here we're going to go into eagle arms. Left arm swings underneath your right arm. Crossing at your elbows and cross again at your wrists. Touching palms. And if you'd like a gentler pose, hug opposite shoulders here. It's beautiful. Now slowly lift your elbows up to the sky. Baby back bend here. Keeping grounded in your feet. Pivot onto the back ball of your foot. Knees facing forward. Inhale, lift your left leg in front of you. For full eagle. Crossing that left knee up and over your right, behind the calf, or give yourself a little kickstand. And whatever you choose, squeeze nice and tight and try and sink a little lower. And don't forget to breathe. I love this squeezing pose. And when you're ready, let's unwind and kick your left leg out behind as if you're pushing the wall away. Open your arms when you're ready, squeezing your shoulder blades together, airplane arms. Inhaling, lift, high lunge pose, arms up and overhead. Exhale, frame the front foot down to plank and taking your flow. Down dog. Okay, we're going to do it all on the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your left leg between your palms. Pivot your back foot into warrior one. Square your hips to face the front of your mat. Making sure you've got correct alignment. Inhale, your arms up. And eagle arms. Taking your right arm underneath the left. Remembering that option to hug your shoulders. Give yourself a great big hug. Slowly tilt your elbows back and lifting them up to the sky, baby back bend. Pivot onto the ball of your right back foot. Bring your right knee up and inhale. Find your eagle pose. Remembering you have that kickstand option as well. Sink nice and low, squeezing, connecting to a stationary focus point in front of you so that you can balance. Using your next inhale to unwind the legs and send it straight back to Warrior 3, pushing that imaginary wall away. Unwind the arms to fly. You may like to interlace the fingers here and really open up the chest. So if you'd like to do that, clasp your hands, heart up to the sky, back to high lunge, and releasing back down to plank and taking it through your flow. When we meet in down dog, bend your knees and step jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold, arms up, over, and exhale, hands through heart center. One last flow. Oh, this feels so good. All this heat. Take your arms up and over. Prayer position. Over to the right. Inhaling up. Over to the left. And cactus arms. Shining the heart forward. Inhaling, rise, forward fold. Halfway lift, plant the palms. Back to plank. This is your very last flow. Let's meet in down dog. Breathing in your magic here and just letting everything go that doesn't serve you. Noticing the shifts that may have occurred in your body and mind. And how does this downward dog feel different to the very first one you did? Remembering we always have the option to go into child's pose whenever we like. But really just take a moment to enjoy this beautiful whole body stretch. Really sink into it here. Lifting those hips high. Maybe you'd like to shake the head yes and no. Whatever feels good for you. Yeah. Inhaling high onto the balls of your feet and exhaling, pressing them down into the mat. Bring your knees down to the mat into tabletop position. We're going to go through a few cats and cows, shining the heart forward, rounding the spine. Inhaling, shine the heart forward, and exhaling, rounding the spine. Do this a couple more times in your own time. Cross the ankles, coming onto your sit bones. Extend your legs out in front of you here. Inhale, breathe, grow nice and tall. And from the hips, let's hinge. Let's place our hands on our calves, on our ankles, on our feet, wherever our hands land. Opening up the chest, keeping your heart lifted. Inhale, fold. Right hand to right foot, left hand to left hip. Pull that right knee back like a seated happy baby here. Relaxed, happy, open hips. A couple of pulses on this side. Step the right foot over your left thigh, right hand placed behind you to get a nice and tall back and opening here. Bring your left elbow to the outside of the right knee and pull your spine taller and twist from your heart center. Taking your gaze up and over the right shoulder. Inhaling into this twist, and you might twist a little bit further. slowly unwinding and countering this twist by hugging the right knee. Always feels good to counter the twist. So the bottom of your right foot finds the inside of your left thigh. Take your hand up and overhead and exhaling to forward fold over that left leg. Inhaling, heart shining up and forward. Exhaling, forward fold. From here, we're going to meet in beautiful butterfly pose, one of my favorites. Soles of your feet touching. Clasping your hands and your feet together, keeping your heart lifted. You may like to flap those butterfly wings. You might like to move into your hips and your sit bones here. You may even like to shine the heart forward just a little bit more, feeling that stretch. Explore whatever you need here. And flapping those butterfly wings, opening up those hips. Sinking into this pose. From here, we're going to extend our right leg out in front. Other side, and we're going to do happy baby, opening up those hips gently. Pulsing that leg. And on our next breath, we're going to guide that left foot to the outside of the right thigh. The left hand lifting your spine tall, almost like a kickstand again. Inhaling, bring your right arm up and exhaling, twist. Right elbow to the left knee. And from the heart, we twist here. Deep inhales and beautiful let going exhales as we twist a little bit deeper. Taking that gaze over your left shoulder and countering this twist by hugging that knee. Beautiful. Here we're going to extend both legs long out in front of us and slowly lie onto our backs. Yes, the time has nearly come for Savasana. Let's hug our knees in tight. Really hugging them in. Little circles with our knees so you can feel the mat massaging into the bottom of your back. And squeezing tightly here. Drawing that head to knees and releasing. Drawing circles up in the sky with your knees here. Really relaxing into this pose. You have deserved it. And once you switch directions with your circles, extend your legs long, arms up overhead, stretching as far as you can. And you know what's coming after this. And Savasana, taking your arms out to your side, your legs out to the edges of your mat, palms facing up, open to receive. Squeeze now all the muscles tight in your body, as tight as you can, every single muscle in your body, and release and let it all go. Softening into the mat here, relaxing taking a body scan from the top of your head, your crown, all the way to the soles of your feet. Take a few minutes here to truly connect with your mind and relaxing the body. This is where I'm going to leave you, but please feel free to stay in Shavasana. You've well and truly deserved it. It's been such a pleasure coming to you and doing this yoga flow in the middle of nature, absorbing all the energy. It is so alive. If you're ever up in Maleny in Queensland, check out Spicers Tamarind Retreat, because it is just that. It's a gorgeous retreat. Till next time, guys, for a yoga flow or for a meditation, thank you so much, and I'm sending you so much love and so much light.